Welcome to the fascinating world of American coin collecting, where history, artistry, and value come together in the form of small metallic treasures that we often overlook in our daily lives. Among the most iconic and collectible coins in U.S. history is the quarter dollar, more commonly known as the quarter. While most of us carry these coins without giving them a second thought, certain quarters can be worth much more than their face value, and that's exactly what we'll be exploring today. This video focuses on rare quarter dollars, specifically those featuring the eagle design and other valuable additions that currency collectors around the world are always hunting for. The U.S. quarter was first minted in 1796, but the design that most Americans became familiar with was introduced in 1932 when the U.S. Mint released the Washington quarter to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday. The obverse side of this coin features Washington's profile, while the reverse side often showcases a regal eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches, a strong symbol of American strength and peace. This eagle design remained in place for decades, becoming an enduring image in American numismatics. But beyond the art, collectors look for rarity, errors, and condition, all of which can drive up a coin's value exponentially. Some of the most sought-after coins in the Eagle Quarter series include the 1932D and 1932S quarters. These were the first quarters in the Washington series, and both had very low mintages, only around 436,800 for the Denver D and about 408,000 for the San Francisco S mint. For comparison, modern coins are often minted in the hundreds of millions. Because so few of these early coins were made, and even fewer survived in good condition, they're extremely desirable today. In average circulated condition, they can sell for hundreds of dollars, and in uncirculated or high-grade condition, their value can jump into the thousands. But rarity isn't just about age. Minting errors are another reason a quarter might be worth a lot more than 25 cents. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or coins struck on the wrong metal can all result in incredibly valuable collector items. One of the most well-known modern examples is the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter with the extra leaf error. On this coin, some versions were found with an extra leaf on the corn stalk, either pointing high or low, due to a die alteration at the mint. These variants can sell for several $100s depending on condition. And if you think only old or obscure quarters are worth money, think again. Even modern quarters from the 50 State Quarters program, 1999-2008, and the America the Beautiful series, 2010-2021, can be valuable, especially if they were produced in low numbers, have errors, or are in pristine condition. And let's not forget about silver quarters. Prior to 1965, all quarters were composed of 90% silver. That alone gives them intrinsic value based on the current market price of silver, but their collector value can be even higher. A 1964 silver quarter, for example, might be worth $4 or $5 just in silver content, but older silver quarters or those in better condition can fetch much more. A simple way to spot a silver quarter is to look at the edge. If there's no visible copper stripe and the edge is solid silver in appearance, you probably have a silver coin. Mint marks also play a key role in a coin's value. You can find these small letters on the obverse or reverse of the quarter, depending on the year it was minted. P stands for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Some rare coins have no mint mark at all, which in certain years can make them even more valuable. As you begin exploring coin collecting, consider investing in a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to help you spot small details like doubling, mint marks, and wear. Coin albums or protective sleeves are also great tools for organizing and preserving your finds. The best part about coin collecting is that anyone can start, and you never know when you might stumble upon a valuable coin right in your spare change jar. So next time you get quarters in your pocket, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history worth far more than 25 cents. In the next part of this video series, we'll explore the top 10 most valuable quarters in American history, the stories behind them, and how much they're worth today. Now that we've set the stage by exploring the history and key characteristics of the quarter dollar, let's get into what collectors really want to know: the top 10 most valuable quarters in American history. These are the coins that have stunned collectors at auctions and have become legendary for their rarity, condition, or minting anomalies. Kicking off the list at number 10 is the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter Extra Leaf Error, which we briefly mentioned in Part 1. Coins with either the high leaf or low leaf variation can fetch anywhere from $200 to over $1,000. Depending on their grade, and their fame has only grown as more collectors become aware of this unusual detail on the corn stalk. Coming in at number 9 is the 1932 D Washington Quarter, the first year of the Washington design and one of the lowest mintages for any regular issue quarter in modern U.S. history. With fewer than 436,000 produced, finding one in uncirculated condition could mean thousands of dollars in value. At number 8, we have its sibling, the Kasei 1932 S Washington Quarter, even rarer with only about 408,000 struck. Both coins are foundational pieces for serious collectors and almost always appear on lists of key dates in U.S. coinage. Number 7 on our list is the elusive 1943 S Washington Quarter. But what makes it unique isn't its year or mint, it's the error. In extremely rare cases, these quarters were struck on copper planchets instead of the usual silver alloy used at the time. These error coins are so rare that they're almost mythical, but confirmed examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Number 6 is the added 1950 DS over mint mark quarter, where the Denver mint mark was mistakenly stamped over a San Francisco mint mark. Known as an over mint mark error, this subtle mistake can significantly increase a coin's value, with clean examples selling in the thousands. Now breaking into the top 5, we arrive at the 1964 D Washington Quarter struck on a silver planchet intended for other coins. Errors like this are extremely rare due to the precision of modern minting, but they do happen. This specific error has fetched over $7,000 in top condition. At number 4 is the 2000p South Carolina Quarter with a double die reverse, where the design elements like the palm tree or inscriptions appear duplicated or blurry. This visual doubling error can be subtle to the untrained eye, but is a prized catch for collectors, with values ranging from a few hundred to over $1,000. Taking the third spot is the 1937 S Washington Quarter in MS-68 condition. While it's a fairly common year in mint, the pristine Mint State 68 grading makes it a unicorn in terms of quality. The coin's near-perfect preservation and luster have driven its value over $10,000 in auctions. Number 2 is the 1942p Proof Quarter, one of the rarest proof strikes from that era. Because World War II disrupted coin production, very few proof coins were minted that year, and surviving specimens in excellent condition can be worth between $12,000 and $15,000. And finally, at number 1, the crown jewel of American quarter dollars, the Potvin 96 Draped Bust Quarter. This was the very first quarter ever struck by the United States Mint, and had an incredibly low mintage of just 6,146 coins. Surviving examples, especially in higher grades, are extremely rare and highly coveted, often fetching well over $100,000. At auctions, with some top specimens going for even more. It's the ultimate prize for a quarter collector and a true piece of American history. Now you might be wondering, how can I find any of these quarters? While some are so rare that they're mostly seen at high-end auctions or in private collections, others, like error coins or state quarters with variations, could very well be hiding in your pocket change, old coin jars, or inherited collections. The key is to inspect every coin carefully. Check the date and mint mark, look for doubling in the lettering or design, Pay attention to any unusual shapes or misalignments, and consider weighing silver-looking quarters from 1965 onward to check if they were mistakenly struck on a silver planchet. Keeping a basic coin reference guide or using online tools like PCGS and NGC price guides can help you identify values. Even more helpful, joining online collector forums or visiting a local coin dealer can give you insights into what's hot in the market. Now that we've explored the most valuable quarter dollars and the incredible stories behind them, it's time to talk about building your own collection. Whether you're in it for the thrill of discovery, the historical connection, or the potential for profit. Quarter collecting is one of the most accessible ways to get into numismatics, and with just a bit of knowledge and the right tools, anyone can start a collection that could grow in both sentimental and monetary value. The first step is to decide what kind of collector you want to be. Some people focus solely on rare and valuable coins, hunting for key dates and mint errors, while others prefer to collect full sets, such as all the state quarters, national parks quarters, or every Washington quarter by year and mint mark. There's no right or wrong path. It all depends on your personal goals and budget. Once you've chosen your direction, the next step is to start hunting. Always check your pocket change. It's surprising how many interesting coins slip through. Everyday transactions, estate sales, flea markets, garage sales, and even older relatives' coin jars can be gold mines for vintage coins. For more serious acquisitions, consider visiting coin shows, local coin shops, or reputable online platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or certified dealers listed with the American Numismatic Association. But wherever you source your coins, authenticity and condition are everything. One of the biggest mistakes new collectors make is mishandling their coins or falling for counterfeits. Never clean coins. Scrubbing them can scratch the surface and significantly reduce their value. Instead, use soft gloves when handling and store them in coin flips, capsules, or archival quality albums designed for long-term protection. Humidity, skin oils, and even air exposure can cause damage over time, especially to older or silver coins. It's also smart to invest in a digital scale and a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to help you detect errors, weights, or metal types. A silver quarter, for instance, weighs more than a modern-clad one. So if you find a 1965 quarter that feels heavier than usual, it might have been struck on a leftover 90% silver planchet, which could be worth thousands. Keeping a detailed inventory of your collection is essential, especially as it grows. Include details like the year, mint mark, condition, where and how you acquired it. Coins with high silver content tend to increase in value during silver booms, while popular coin series like the 50 state quarters may spike in demand when younger. Collectors reach adulthood and start collecting the coins from their childhood. Staying informed through coin collecting forums, YouTube channels, newsletters, and auction houses can help you spot trends and make smart buying or selling decisions. Another tip for long-term value: consider getting high-value coins professionally graded. Organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, can authenticate and assign a grade to your coin, sealing it in a tamper-proof case and giving buyers confidence in its value. Grading fees vary, so it's generally only worth doing for coins you suspect are rare, high-grade, or valuable. You might also want to join a coin club or attend local numismatic society meetings. These communities are full of experienced collectors who love sharing knowledge and often trade or sell coins with fair, hobbyist-minded pricing. Plus, connecting with others can lead to opportunities to buy or trade coins that aren't available on the open market. Whether you're collecting Eagle quarter dollars, state quarter sets, mint errors, or silver varieties, the journey is both educational and rewarding. Coins aren't just money, they're time capsules. They carry the weight of history, from political events to economic shifts, and every scratch or tarnish tells part of the story. Even if you never find a five-figure rarity, the joy of the hunt, the thrill of discovery, and the connection to America's past are well worth the effort. As we wrap up this series, remember, Coin collecting doesn't require deep pockets. Just sharp eyes, patience, and a passion for detail. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of quarter-dollar collecting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you enjoyed this series. And most importantly, keep checking your change, because your next great discovery might be closer than you think.